Good morning, everyone. My name is Junior, and I'm in eighth grade. And the title of my spoken word is Testimony by John Jorgensen. Somewhere in the vast middle, I began again. I started thinking about warm summer nights, about train stories and old paintings, about that wooden bench that became the coffin for my old self, lying there gazing up into eternity, assured of my place among the stars, wondering which one has my name on it, and what will my mailing address be in heaven, and how long will my life shine light on this world after I finally burned out. Turned out every word they said in my confirmation class was true. Not that I didn't think it was, I didn't think it mattered. And the more I understand the spectrum of the conservative evangelicals, the more I realize how ironic is that I got saved while sitting on a pool table. Hustled by grace, it took me for all I was worth, which wasn't much at the time, but you made me more like a child with his first experience of love. I wrote you a letter asking if you liked me too. Circle yes or no. And with blood, you surround the affirmative. I roam the halls at night to the sound of melodic teenage hormones. Or was that praise? The endless ways we express our adoration in a newfound relationship, but how many will stick? How many will shout, hallelujah, when these campfires flicker down to nothing but ash? I ask, is something wrong with me? Because I am not crying. Did my prayer somehow not count without a river of tears to carry my white flag to the doorstep of your throne? Or are we already like really good friends? You see my heart before you hear my words. You get it and got me. At 14 years old, I gave myself to a man who took nothing from me and gave me forever. And I know that sounds wrong, but it's the rightest thing this left out tall theater boy I've ever experienced, because I'd seen the verses and read the red letters and said the dead words that never meant anything to me until you gave everything for me. I never realized that belonging was the longest longing my soul had ever longed for until I belonged more in your shore, in that foreign land in which I searched for home. And at the end of the night, somewhere in the vast middle, I heard my name and a new life began.
Thank you so much, Junior. Now let's hear it from the judges. Let's start with Miss Michaela.
Wow, Junior, that was elegant and eloquent. Your words were so, your delivery was so different than I think anything that we've heard tonight. It was very smooth, very introspective, and very reflective. It definitely caused, at least it caused me to like really sit with myself and go inward and digest what you were saying. And I think the couple notes, a little bit more projection, and maybe just even more, just a tad bit more volume, because I found myself really leaning in to hear you. And that's definitely a choice you can make, because if you want that effect for or from your audience, for them to lean in, that's definitely one tactic to do that, is to lower the volume a little bit more. But then you also can't do that at the risk of not being heard, so, or having your audience strain to hear you. But not that I really strained to hear you, but I was kind of like, okay, I'll make sure I hear you. And then a couple words think it was supposed to be turns out instead of turned out. Maybe I'm not right on that, but check that. And then for enunciation, adoration, make sure you're getting every part of that word, something about it. I'm not sure if you went too fast through it or something, but just make sure you get adoration so that it doesn't sound like something else. But okay, with that said, your smile lights up the whole stage. It was really nice. Your facials were really beautiful, and it really added to the message as a whole. And the ending was so perfect. It's like you tied a little bow on it and said, "Here, audience." So great job. You should be proud of yourself for that too.
Thank you, Teacher Michaela. Let's hear Teacher Anna.
Junior, I'm just so proud of you. From the beginning, it's like this spoken word is really hard. It has some really complicated concepts and abstract ideas. And in the beginning, like, I don't think either of us understood it really, like what it was trying to communicate.